Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Question for you. How many of you are ready to obliterate the tax code now? It's time. It is time for Republicans to deliver. Look, I'm convinced the biggest problem facing our country, we've got a government that's just living way beyond its means. I think spending cuts gets us mostly back to a balanced budget, but if we want to finish the job and actually pay down our national debt, we're going to need to fix this broken tax code. And the good news, I agree, and the good news is we've already begun. I've been named chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee to follow now Speaker Paul Ryan. And we're going to lay the foundation this year for a new Republican president to fix this broken tax code, replace Obamacare, reform welfare, and expand economic freedom. And I'm convinced we need a tax code built for growth, for the growth of your family's paychecks, for the growth of our local businesses, for the growth of America's economy. And the good news is we have a green light from our Speaker, Paul Ryan, not a red light, not a flashing yellow caution light, a green light to do this work. And every one of our presidential candidates has laid out a pro-growth tax reform plan for America. The Democrat candidates have their plans too. One intends to raise taxes on everyone except the Clinton Foundation. The other wants to raise taxes on everyone, especially the Clinton Foundation. Republicans are determined to fix this broken tax code, and we already have begun work. Last December, we went right to work and passed into law over $600 billion of tax relief for families and businesses, permanent tax relief they can count on. We lifted the ban on selling American oil around the world, our economic freedom. We stopped the president's crazy $10 a barrel tax on oil. When he sent it to us, we killed it last week, dead. And you don't know this. Apparently it's a secret, but we passed into law for the first time ever, into law, a ban on the IRS targeting conservative organizations and their donors. So we're laying the foundation. I think here we should do this by our principles, conservative principles. One, we need a tax code that's fair and flatter and simpler. People can't understand this code. People say our tax code is 10 times the size of the Bible with none of the good news, and they're right. You know, we need to eliminate the exclusions and deductions and loopholes so we can lower tax rates for everybody. We need to make sure small businesses aren't paying more than big businesses. We need to make sure every American business can compete, whether it's on Main Street around the world, because we have the most uncompetitive tax code on this plan. I'm tired of reading about American companies being forced to headquarter overseas because our tax code won't let them invest and create jobs right here in America. We tax them here, we tax them around the world, and when they make a profit, when they win and compete, we tax them to bring those dollars home. That's just wrong. We need to make sure that our tax code is built for growth. That's what we're looking for, opportunity, and that principle is key. And finally, we're going to do tax reform, and our goal is not to bail out Washington's spending problems. Our goal is to grow America's economy. I'm convinced we can do this. I mean, it's been a generation. It is hard. I mean, it's been a generation since President Reagan did it. Broaden the base, lower the rates, create economic growth for this country. I'm convinced we can do it. But I think maybe the biggest challenge is too many Americans have given up hope that we ever will. But with the new Republican president, I'm convinced